Just that fast. What's going on with y'all, man? Lord Jesus got ash on the shirt. Just sitting back cooling, working on some content. Just made me some nice lemon and ginger tea. Smoking on some wedding cake and nerds. And if you could hear that, that was just my stomach just now. All right, so I wanted to get on this Drake and there we go. This Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. Everybody's got their commentary to it. And at first I was just like, just two niggas beef, like another rap beef. But this is different. Because if you look at the history of rap beefs, it's always been still two type of archetypes going at each other. Two gangsters going at each other. You know, yes, they're beefing, but they both represent the same type of ideas and philosophies in a way. You know, they both have the same type of habits. They both get money. They both believe in this material lifestyle. They're both braggadocious. They're both bragging about just, you know, materialism type things. Materialism just being, you know, what you see around you. It could be women, houses, cars, just being able to gather a lot of things. And so you see these two archetypes playing out. For example, it would be like Tupac and Biggie. So now you have these other two archetypes where you have Kendrick, who, you know, speaks some more, you know, I guess you could call it conservative things, where it's like having a family, you know, strong family foundation, things like that. Like, speaks about spiritual things, speaks about just, he talks about more of, I feel like just life in general and just the different aspects of life. Whereas you have Drake, where it's like he just raps about really, well, yeah, Tupac and Biggie was on like, I got women, I got money. He does speak on like things he goes through with, like, you know, emotional things that he goes through and things like that. So he does give you that aspect, but it's still very much, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. And so you have these two archetypes playing out that to me is actually like where we're seeing a lot now. You could call, in the conscious community, they call it the split, or, you know, certain people, whereas they're believing more in more living off the land. I'm going to make my own company and just, you know, I'm just going to delve into my hobbies and get it my way. I'm not going to rely on the system. I'm not going to rely on the system, which incorporates all this get money. You know what I'm saying? I'm the best. I'm the biggest over here. It's a very competitive, what they call it, the military industrial complex. Like, this is a very competitive, very just, yeah, materialistic society that we're in at the moment. And that's why I want to speak on this Drake and Kendrick shift, because it's different. Like, this is a real kind of cut clean across the board. Even speaking to when he said the song that he came out with, Not Like Us. Like, this is a very cut clean across the board, as like, this to me is going to really separate the certain people that are attracted to certain things. I feel like it's going to create some type of separation. Whereas I feel like now going forward, we're going to see a more like people who are very materialistic. They hang out with very materialistic people. People who are not that materialistic and they're on some minimalist, you know, they're on some spiritual, just, and I'm not saying that like just because you're like that you can't get money or you can't acquire large sums of money. I'm just saying though, the way there are two different constructs that are being at play though. If you have a lot of money off your business, that's because you really done the hard work and it took time, and you went the route of, I don't have to go through nobody, I don't have to go through any gatekeepers, I don't have to be a yes man to now acquire the wealth that I have. Whereas you have another system where it's like, I have to to be competitive at all times. I have to, you know what I'm saying, kind of I have to fuck people over sometimes in order to get ahead. I have to compromise myself when I don't really want to in order to get ahead. And that's actually what you see even in the music industry with a lot of artists, where they'll first come in and you'll see, you know, they got the fame, they got all that. Then they come to realize, like, you know what? I can do this. Like, I don't have to be a yes man. I don't have to make songs I don't want to make. I don't have to do things that I feel like compromise my integrity and who I am. I'm going to do this myself. I can do this myself. And so I feel like you're really seeing this clear cut just split against not only just the artists, how certain artists are picking sides. It's really just, to me, a certain mindset where it's just like people are really on some, are you authentically you? And that's it. Not who's like, yeah, you getting money, but you're compromising yourself. Like, yeah, you getting money, but like, that's all cool, and don't get, like, you know, it has the look. But I feel like now the age that we're moving into, it's more of a, are you authentically you? Are you really who you say you are? Are you being honest about who you are? Because as we can even see, a lot of stuff that Drake was dissing Kendrick about, he already spoke on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he already spoke on, you know, just a lot of not good, just good things about him, but also his sins in his last album. So him talking about his wife, him doing all, it really didn't say much to real Kendrick fans, because we was already knowing, oh yeah, bro, already, like, he's a real person. Like, I'm not just going to show you the good side of me. I'm going to also look like that there are other sides of different aspects of me. And we all, you know, that's just a human experience, where I feel like with Drake, it's a very like, I'm this like person that can kind of be in all realms, which is not bad. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with, you know, you can sit with the gangsters and then you can go sit with some corporate people. Because I ain't gonna lie, that's me. That's my journey. That's been my life. You know what I mean? Like, so there's nothing wrong with being able to fit in many places, but I just feel like people are just, when it comes to just the shift, people are really on some like, who are you authentically you? And you're good and bad. Are you authentically you? Because these are both two people that really just, yeah, like, it really is, wow, this, I don't know if this is a vulture or a buzzard. But yeah, like, this is a really interesting time. I feel like going forward, we're going to see a lot of like just separation. Oh yeah, that is, it's a vulture. We're going to see a lot of separation and just the two type of people. I feel like it's just really coming clean across the board. Like, just even peeping it, like, just, I can just imagine going out and going to a certain place, and it's like, you've ever heard the term like even like, okay, what is the term? But it's like neo soul. There we go. Where you have people where they're kind of like, oh, those are like, they'll separate those people. They'll be like, oh, those are the neo soul type people. Like, they'll be like, them niggas be like incense and candles and be with some earth. Like, you'll hear certain people talk about the way, how do I put this? Like, I'm tired of saying spiritual. I gotta come up with another word. But just people who acknowledge the metaphysical things that just going on in this world. So it's like, you know, you got the friend where they're very just materialistic and they're very like, whatever the government says, that's just what it is. And they're not really questioning things. They're only worried about the people they love, their survival, them having a roof over their head, them having the food to eat. And that's kind of, and then sexual pleasures. So it's really just like, they on some fight, flight, fornicate type shit. Like, they not really giving a fuck about nothing else. Where you have the other people, and this is no criticism, this is just my personal observation. Then you have the other people where it's like, no, I'm kind of like, I want to know what's up with the universe. Like, I want to know what's up with the world around me. I want to know like different dimensions in the history of ourselves. And wait, I wasn't taught this, and hold on, I need to learn that. Like, so those type of people, I guess, to me, you can put them more in the I guess, neo soul, hippie, spiritual box. And those type of people to me would represent Kendrick more. But then you also have too, I would say he also got the gangsters too, that's just really on some like, we just fuck with authenticity. One thing I always hear the complaint about Drake is they don't really feel like he's authentic. You know, the whole Ghost Rider stuff, all types of stuff. So it's like, that's why I said we're really just champion authenticity. Because even when I wanted to put it in a way where it's like, even me explaining it right now, like, I had to realize, like, yeah, I want to just say the neo soul hippie type people, but at the same time, nah, he got some gangsters and some real people that's just behind him. Just real, like, that's what I'm saying. He's just representing real authenticity. You write your own rhymes, you make your own music. A lot of things that you do are really you. And I feel like that's really what's coming to the forefront now. Instead of just, oh, I got the look, but I might be lacking what I'm even putting out there. Like, that's why even when I make my videos, I always say, like, what Kendrick say, I am not your savior. Bro, I already said it. Like, I'm here to simply, if I feel like the things that I go through, the certain things I just speak on, I feel like it can resonate with a lot of people. I mean, law of resonance, law of vibration, whatever. We ain't even gonna go there. But just like, this is me. You know what I'm saying? If you look at my YouTube account, I got me gaming on here. I got me doing music on here. I got me making frequency synth videos. Like, I don't even know what to call them. I show a lot of aspects of me on here. So it's like, that to me is a very authentic experience. Whereas instead of me just putting out, like, I'm only kind of letting you know certain sides of me when I'm up. Like, even if you go like even that's kind of even the social media culture. It's like, just now people have kind of gotten comfortable kind of just showing different realer aspects of them. I feel like TikTok kind of started that too, where people just being more real about the human experience instead of just like, because to me Instagram was more just like, I'm just going to put up the best times of my life. Like, even Facebook too, like, I'm just putting up the best times of my life. Matter of fact, I guess that was kind of just the style of photography too, now that I think about it. Like, when you look at people's pictures on the walls, you don't see like pictures of people crying or like when they was going through the worst moments. They have pictures of the best moments. So I guess I just translated over to, you know, social media. But now I feel like we're getting to an age where it's like people put anything on fucking social media. Motherfuckers will put them, like, beat somebody's ass, or like, that's been happening, but like, they'll put more weak moments. They'll not weak moments, but like, they'll put more uncomfortable moments out there about their life. And just really be like, yeah, this is the real shit of what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm seeing a lot of videos now, like, people, there's this one girl, she was showing how she was recording how she lived in her car. Like, how she, like, maneuver. Like, how she takes showers, how she still keep herself. Like, I'm just seeing her like, bro, this is the world of, like, this is the reality now of just anything is possible. Because I remember, I'm a 90s baby. I remember coming up, like, nigga, you doing what? You put, like, why would you put that on there? Like, I remember even making a video, like, was like, why would you make a video of yourself? Like, it was so just restricting. Now it's like, motherfucker, you can do whatever the fuck you like. And there's gonna be somebody out there who resonate with it. So that's why, like, I make my video, I just do me. Because it's just like, I've been doing this for a while, but at the same time, too, it's just like, why the fuck not? Why wait on me to get validation from somebody else? I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna validate it. But anyways, yeah, so that's it. I think that's all the explaining I got in me for right now. Yeah, that's all the explaining I got in me. I hear them birds. Even the songs they came out with showed y'all that. It really did. That's why I said I really feel like we reaching a time where it's gonna be way more. It's gonna be on some '90s vibes, where everybody just had their own style and chic to them. Where it was like whoever just fucked with it, fucked with it. That's why I feel like back in the day you have so many. Like think about it. Back in the day, I feel like you have so many. I feel like you have way more bands than it is now. Back in the day, you had like hella bands that motherfuckers would know, and it's like each one of them would all have respect. It wouldn't be on their shit like, oh, he got more people, so he iller. Like, I'm gonna be real, in the 90s, niggas weren't even fucking with a person who thought like that. Like, they would know, like, oh, you, like, you a op. like they would just be like, who is you? Like, that's not an authentic way of thinking. Like, whatever you fuck with, and whoever gravitates towards that, that's what you give in turn. So it's like, that's it. It's no other. That's what it is, and that's really is what it is. That's just like the law. Like, this even beyond just like, that's just the law. Like, thought waves, vibrations, how you feel about yourself, that's what you gonna attract. So it's like, if you're doing things to compromise yourself, then you're going to attract a whole bunch of compromising situations. But if I'm doing everything that's more authentically to me, then I'm attracting more authentic, experiences towards me. So this is just law. You do the research for yourself. I really feel like I don't even have to explain this. This is 2024. Like, if you just sitting here thinking of science shit and Christian shit, I ain't gonna say this is the wrong channel for you, but like, that's on you. But I feel like even the things they was getting back to the Drake and Kendrick, even the things they was speaking on, like, Kendrick was even hitting him with more like, I'm looking at your life. I'm looking at your growth. I'm looking at you as a man. I'm looking at your actions. I'm looking at how you just moved in life. That's some more just like keep bringing it up, authenticity. Like, it's some more just realer, just substance, the soil. That's just some real, just like, damn, the moments where you just gotta look at yourself in the mirror, and it's up to you whether to be real with yourself or to lie to yourself again. I feel like that's just like what Kendrick more so represents. Just the psychology of being a human, just the experience that we all go through, the dark, the happy times, getting through it. Like, it's the real experience to me of a human being that resonates on all levels. Whereas you have Drake, where it's more so just like, nigga, if you don't got no money or women, who the fuck you not resonate with this nigga? Like, if you ain't never been in a club, if you ain't never did it up with your niggas, if you ain't never experienced where you didn't have hella money and you got the women and if you've never experienced that, then you actually probably look at Drake more as a hater, if anything, because it's just like, you feel like he's above you. It's just like, it's a whole bunch of thoughts it's just a whole bunch of lack. Nobody wants to be in lack. You know what I'm saying? No one wants to think someone can take especially no man. No man wants to feel like if Drake walked up in here, their woman will go for them. Which kind of, to be honest, would be true for a lot of these women and these relationships out here. So just like a man on some real shit really wouldn't even resonate that unless he felt like Drake. Unless he felt like, I am in Drake's position, where I'm actually out here fucking niggas, girls, and got the money, and I'm doing it up, and I'm just, just doing all that type of shit. So, like I said, to me, we're to summarize this whole video up, I feel like we're getting to a point in time where it's really becoming a cut clean across the board of just the type of people, certain type of people we choose to associate ourselves with. Like, I don't really feel like it's gonna be no middle ground type shit where it's like, oh, I got this friend, like, I'm the one who likes the spiritual shit, but like my friends kind of don't fuck with that, or they don't really even speak on that type of shit, or like every time I even bring it up, they try to make me feel uncomfortable. Like, we're getting to a point to me where it's really on some like, what you fucking with? Like, who you right? Like, you either believe all the way into this, or you all the way into that. You know what I'm saying? Because Drake will also represent he represents a lot of things that people don't really fuck with, but that's the interesting part they still benefit from. Like, he represents the strip clubs, which niggas still frequent. Like, we can talk all this Kendrick humble shit all we want to, but he represents to me, men sexuality, or how, like, I don't know, a man would feel on some just base level material type shit, and how I guess a man would act if he had all that access to women. So he just represents a lot of just carnal, root, just fucking bitches out here fucking bitches. Look at that beautiful cardinal. It's got all the birds out here today. Just like he represents all of that. So then you have Kendrick, where it's more so just like respect. I would never talk to your woman. That's your, and I, we don't own women. I'm just saying, like, same thing. Like, it's just a more of a respect level thing. It's a more so like, I would never disrespect you. Like, it's just like, you can see, like, let's keep it a band. If Kendrick walked up to you with you and your shawty, nigga would probably you can get a quick pic, quick video, and keep it pushing. Drake, nigga, if this nigga walk past you with your shawty, nigga, bruh, like, you already probably know, like, I'm probably gonna have to beat this nigga's ass, or like some just weird shit might happen. Like, I might have to beat this nigga's ass, I might have to beat this nigga's security. Like, it's just gonna be some other shit, because this nigga's gonna probably do some weird shit, because that's what the nigga talks about in his songs and just his behavior. So it's just like, and I feel like that's what I'm saying. It's just like, we're coming to a point, cut clean across the board. How do you behave in life? How do you go about life? So that's it. I'm not gonna keep repeating myself. Just want to summarize it all up, But yeah, man, this has been another one. This has been another great video. Y'all be easy. Peace.